Please don't forget to subscribe the channel if you like it towards the end. All the videos are uploaded from time to time, especially the weeklies. And the initial summary part is a short tutorial also. So if you have been watching me for a long, long time, so thank you so much. And I appreciate if at all you share the videos as well. Thank you so much for liking and sharing always. We are heading to the Maharishi Parashara conference in November, and it is from the 21st to the 25th. Many astrologers, world-renowned astrologers are going to be participating, and this is the third consecutive year that I'm going to be lecturing on the same, on the same platform. And my lecture this time is on dasha. So please do enroll yourself quickly. Just pick up your phone or your, be on the laptop and just go to maharishiparasharaconference.com website and book your slot from now itself. So I have already done from the past 3 years lecture on predictive, on transits, and this time it is going to be a consolidated one on dasha. And I will be picking up a few charts from the community also, the ones who are going to be participating. So maybe you're the lucky one. Thank you so much. Hey everyone, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka, I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm here with another video on the weeklies. That is the week 32 of the year 2024. And this is going to be from the 5th to the 11th of August, and it's a very important week. It's all about communication, so we have to be careful about that. Yes. Why is it so? Because Mercury is going to be actually turning retrograde and is going to be combust and is going to be going backwards towards the previous sign of Cancer also in this retrogression movement. So it's a very important one. And then it's going to be at war also with Venus. I hope you all can hear me and you all can see me also. So what exactly is this weekly is about? That is based on moon's ingress in the other signs and how it is interacting with all the grahas. See, moon stays in a particular sign for 54 hours. That is 2 quarter days. And in each navmansha, that is 9 navmanshas. So 54 divided by 6 hours is equals to 9 navmanshas. We can say 6 into 9 is 54. So there are approximately 6 hourly stay of moon. That is the shortest span of moon in the Navmansh Kundli. Now, what is the Navmansh Kundli? It is the 9th part or 9th division of the 30-degree span, and it is the 360 degrees zodiac that we are dividing into the Navmanshas. 108 Navmanshas we have. So it's a very, very important and the swiftest moon's interaction with others. That is why we feel, so much mood swings also at times, and so many changes, the frequent changes that we experience. But the major transitions happen when the major outer planets change signs, like Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu, Ketu. So they stay in a particular zone for some stay for 2.5 years. Jupiter stays for 1 year, Rahu, Ketu for 18 months. So they actually impact us in a very we can say the macro level. But when we are looking at the mini or the micro level, we go to moon's position. So moon is going to be transiting through 3 zodiac signs this week. That is Leo, Virgo, and Libra. So before that, it is going to be in the sign of Cancer for a few hours and then moves into Leo to start with. The week starts from the 4th, as I said, and then moves into Leo and is going to be forming an exchange with Sun and moon. There's a parivartana. So any graha which is in Cancer sign will be forming an exchange with this moon. So it's nothing great or nothing big which is going to be happening. It's going to be for just a 2 quarter days time. So we should not make a big fuss about these transits also, because they do impact us. But when we say it is a grahana yoga, or when we say it is a big time parivartana or whatever, we just the punchlines that we just keep throwing. This is not how we should be looking at the transits. We have to see the dasha first. What is your dasha? And then we move on to the transits. And they are not the event creators. Believe you me, if you're thinking that this transit is going to give me a job, no, it is your personal chart, that is your dasha, which is going to give you the job. And if at all you have the basic commitment in your chart that you will get the job during this time, or you will get married during this time period, from this time to this time period, you are going to be having conducive phase, or you're not. Health issues, etc., we see from the dasha. So that is the reason, globally, when you see the, on the mundane level, then we see that, yes, this is not actually, making much of an impact. But yes, it does, at least to 50%. When I do the readings, it is like going to be very, very detailed, because I take all the planets into consideration and not just the moon. That is why the weeklies are so important and they are so consolidated. So we cannot just say that moon is forming a connection with Ketu or Rahu, etc. No, there are other grahas also who are forming a connectivity. That is why they are in 212 relationship with this moon. They are in 410 relationship with this moon. So that is how it is going to be impacting us, in our lives in different zones, in different arenas. So change your time as per your time zone also, because this is what the readings will be based on New Delhi, India time. So you can just go back if at all you are towards the west from India, or go forward in time if at all you are in the eastern or the southern zone of India. All right. So we have major transitions which are going to be taking place. I must tell you, that is Mercury is going to be actually in retrogression. It is going to be stationary first at, I'll give you the degrees, 9 degrees, 54 minutes. Mercury is going to be stationary, and then moves in the Leo sign, in the Magha Nakshatra in retrogression. See, this Mercury has been transitioning through the Cancer, Leo, Cancer. It's going to be back and forth, and it's going to be in Gandanta thrice. So how it is that when was in Cancer sign from 29 June to 19th of July. So that was the time towards the end, it went into Gandanta. So from 19 July to 22nd of August, it's going to be in Leo sign, and is going to be again crossing the Gandanta zone from 22nd, somewhere around 22nd of August. And then 4th of September, it again moves into Gandanta, because it's going to be crossing Cancer to Leo. So this is how, we have to see the transits also, because Gandanta is a position which is actually going to be impacting the babies born during this time even more. And if at all there is a yoga which is forming in the sky, it is a temporary yoga. Some babies, some children, some people who are born and brought up in this yoga will feel the impact, even more. All right. So, now coming to the predictive also as regards to the movement of moon. So moon is going to be on the 5th, first half in Cancer sign, and latter half in Leo till the 7th of August. Then here it is going to be with Sun, then aspected by Rahu. And then in Leo, it is going to be with Venus, Mercury, and right opposite Saturn also. 8th to the 10th evening, it's going to be in Virgo, and then moves into Libra with Ketu, aspected by Jupiter, and stays there on the 11th itself. It is there in trine to Saturn in Libra sign on the 11th. So this is how it is. Now we have Hariyali Teej. Now let me share with you what exactly is Hariyali Teej also, because it's a very important festival in India. It's a Teej. Teej means Tritiya Tithi. Okay, that is why. Now the Muhurta that we have is for Hariyali Tithi, we celebrated on the 7th of August. Now, what is Hariyali Tithi? See, we have Akha Teej, which is known as Akshaya Tritiya. We have already had this. And then we have Kachari Teej or Hartalika Teej also, which is in the Shravana month. This is the Shravana month, which is the month of Shiv Parvati. That is why we actually worship Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati during this time. If at all you're not getting married, if you are having issues in your conjugal bliss, then you should either fast or you can celebrate. People wear good clothes, new clothes, especially female counterparts. They wear saris, bangles. They prepare themselves well. They look good. They put sindoor. They actually, enjoy this, have swings, and then they, sing songs, bhajans, etc. So this is something which is actually a part of the rituals that we go through. So if it is a Shravana month, it is incomplete if we don't discuss Hariyali Teej, Kajari Teej, or Hartalika Teej. This is something which is very, very important. So festivities are very important. This is Drik Panchang that I use. You can go to Drik Panchang wherever you are, whichever part of the world you are. You can just put up your country's chart, and you can see what are the festival timings also. All the festivities you will get to know. Now, let me start with we have to see what is happening in the sky. Moon is going to be, as I said, in the first half of 5th in the Cancer sign conjunct Sun. We have already had the new moon and new moon in Ashalesha, and Mercury was stationary. I made the video last week also. Please do refer to that. And then we move into the moon moves into Leo sign, and there's an exchange of parivartana for 2 quarter days. Moon and sun are actually changing their signs, like they're switching places. So it's like, moon is in its own place and sun is in its own zone. Whenever there is parivartana, the planets become stronger. So nothing bad about it. And then we have on the 8th to the 10th evening in Virgo sign, where Ketu is waiting for this moon, but Jupiter is looking here. So it's not that bad either. Okay. So then lastly, moon moves into the Libra sign, and there it is going to be in trine to Saturn. Okay. So this is what the trine is when we have all the elements which are the same. Okay. And we have to see this also. Venus and Mercury are going to be at war. This is a very important one. So they're going to be at war from the 6th to the 8th. They're going to be at war. So this is a very important one again, because, whenever there is a war between Mercury and Venus, people actually, have issues in relationships. So you have to be careful about that. And it is going to be, in the Mercury is going to be retrograde combust also till the 29th of August. So 5th to the 29th of August, it's retrograde also, combust also. It's Astangata, as we say. So what is Astangata? It is Asta, and Sun actually becomes stronger here. That means any planet which is Asta stops behaving as it is. And retrogression also is a very strong phenomena wherein it actually starts behaving the way it is supposed to. So when it is combust and Mercury is retrograde also, so it is minus plus kind of a situation. So you will not feel the brunt of this Mercury retrogression that much as has been projected by other astrologers. Sorry, it is not going to be. I'm just maybe, disheartening you that it is not going to be that bad. But surely you have to be careful about your communication any which ways, even if Mercury is retrograde or direct, doesn't matter. You have to be watchful every time you utter anything which hurts others. Definitely not to do when Mercury is direct, please. So even if it is retrograde, you have to be cautious about your market, stocks, shares, crypto, bitcoins, if at all you're investing here and there. So you have to be careful about your finances, of course. That is something that you have to be always cautious about during Mercury retrogression and combustion also. And we do have Venus and Mercury at war, as I said. So you have to be careful about your relationships. Anything to do with relationships can suffer, or your finances can be a little bit on the highs and lows. So you have to be careful about all these issues. Otherwise, this is going to be a very positive week, because Moon is going to be transiting through the Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and lastly, Libra signs. Okay. So let's start with the predictive. And as you all know, I do the predictions as per the ascendant. One sec. My keyboard was a little away from me. As you know, these are all live sessions, so I just forget at times. So we have to see from ascendant, also from moon, and as per the dasha. What is your dasha sign? See, you have to see from there as well. What is a dasha sign? I've already done a short video on the same, that how you have to check that. But quickly, I'll just tell you that if you are a new subscriber, you might not be aware of this, that why I use the dasha. See, dasha is a very important phenomena that you have to see, which is a very important, I would say, role that it plays, in our astrological world. See, whenever there is a horoscope that you have put up, we have to see what kind of period you're running through or the timeline that you have, so that, we decide, okay, I must do this time and not to do this time, these things. That's the reason dasha is the most important one. Now, suppose you are in the Vimashotri dasha of a particular graha, that is, maybe you can take Mars. And Mars in your natal chart, in your birth chart, is in Libra. Okay. Now you are in the dasha of Mars. So how can we rule out Libra sign? So you have to place this Mars in the Libra sign first house and make the horoscope as per Libra. Now the horoscope has been rotated. Maybe you're not a Libra rising as it is, maybe you are a Cancer rising, but you have to see the planetary positions in your natal chart and then superimpose the transits as per Libra also. So when you're listening to my readings, hear out the Libra reading also. Maybe there is something different that you get to know, and maybe it matches up during that particular time even more. So check everything, all the parameters, and then decipher and decide, because none of the astrologers will tell you to do that, I know, on this platform, which is very important. And moon will be transiting through Ketu, Mars, Jupiter, Rahu, Saturn once in 27 days. Every month it has to do it. It has to make a connection with all the grahas, because moon is the swiftest. So we don't have to worry about all these things, because some days are good, some days are bad. So we don't have to just stop working or stop doing our karma that, oh, today my moon is in the 8th house. It's a Chandra Ashtama, I must not do anything. But yes, it's very, very positive when moon is in the 8th house for the healers, for the astrologers, for the ones who are making any kind of, giving some kind of, healing touch to others. So that's what. And it's good for change also. So coming to the Aries sign first, I just started the reading, but I did not mention. Okay. So for Aries natives, this transit of moon is going to be, or the interaction of moon is going to be in your Cancer sign in the first half on the 5th, and latter half in the Leo sign. So we divided into the 5th day half in the Cancer zodiac and latter half in the Leo. So to start with, you will feel very emotional. The day starts very slow. There is less, encouragement that you get at the workplace, or maybe you're too homey, or you just want to go slow on your work. So that is why I start with Mondays, because, people rest on Sundays. So what prediction will I give for Sundays? That's why I start with the Mondays, because Monday is the day, as per the Gregorian calendar, the day starts from Monday itself. So maybe, you're in such a mood that, you are not up to it, or you're not well. So you want to be, be at home, and maybe you're working from home to start with, and then you move to, you go to your workplace, in the latter half. So in the latter half of the 5th, you are going to be feeling quite charged up. Suddenly you will feel that, yes, I have that courage and that momentum now, that to make some decisions, some major decisions you'll be making also on this day. And on the especially 5th latter half till the 7th. Now I divide this into 2 quarter days, of course. So this is going to be the time period when till the 7th you will be connecting with your children, with the people around you, at the workplace. You might just be meeting some delegates also. Romantically, you will be very, very inclined. Maybe there is a strong physical pleasure, desire also that you can satisfy. So this is something which is going to make you very romantic. You're going to be making some investments also this day. Mercury is turning retrograde also. So you have to be careful in your communication with your partner. It is also the time period that you're planning your journeys. Maybe you are going to be starting some education plan also. It could be that you're just doing some back and forth, and then you get to know, okay, this is going to help me. This is going to work my way. Also, Venus and Mercury are going to be at war from the 6th to the 8th. So Venus is your second and the seventh lord. That's why I said that finances will be at stakes. You have to be at stake. You have to be careful about your finances. You have to be careful about your relationships also. And moon moves into Ketu's, Rahu Ketu's axis on the 8th to the 10th evening. So that's the time when moon is in your Virgo sign. So this might just bring about some complication or irritability at the workplace. People might not be understanding you. There can be some kind of misunderstanding. And the Virgo sign ruler is retrograde as it is. So we have to see the condition of Mercury also here. So Mercury is playing out a very important role. Not a good time for hand loans, not a good time to give some money to others, take or give any money. And also, follow that fitness regime. You're not working out, or maybe you're missing out on your workouts and you're feeling very irritable because of that also. Eat right. There is some, untimely meals that you're having because of Rahu energy playing out in your 12th house. So you have to be cautious about that as well. Also, in Virgo sign, there is a strong energy playing out of Mars and Jupiter also, because they are in trine. So this might just be bringing about some new relationships at the workplace, some delegates or some kind of projects you're going to be taking up as well. So this is sort of a transition phase also for you. Maybe you're going to be traveling, you're going to be meeting people, you're going to be challenged also, you're going to be in the competition. So you are going to be, as a student also, maybe, you have some complications with your partner also, because it is the third house ruler, which is also turning retrograde. And Mercury is 12 places away from here. So foreign journeys might just be a little cumbersome, but at the end of the day, you will definitely be successful also. Some projects which you were handling or some accounts that you were handling will also materialize. Then moves on the 10th evening in Libra sign, your 7th house, and stays there on the 10th and the 11th. So this is the time when you will be very emotional about your family and family affairs, travels. Maybe you're going to be meeting some people who are going to be discussing some business plans. You're going to be really on the tenterhooks also, maybe on this day. You can take your people around you for dinner. You're going to be mixing with your family. You're going to be very disciplined also, self-disciplined, as we say. So you're going to be making some plannings, and you're going to be the strategies, or maybe some kind of projects you're working on. So you're going to be very busy on the 11th, especially on the 11th. Okay. So it's a good time. Aries people must understand that the Lagna is hemmed between Rahu and Mars. Mars, though, is your Lagnesh, is your ascendant lord, but still, there is a blocked energy. You're putting a lot of effort, but you're not being paid off. So you're feeling quite uneasy because of that. Recite Hanuman Chalisa on Tuesdays and Saturdays. It'll help you, because overdoing Hanuman Chalisa is also not considered to be that good, because he was a brahmachari, he was a celibate. So you should not actually, recite Hanuman Chalisa also too much, because then you become detached from the worldly affairs, or maybe, with your partner, you don't have that kind of a relationship, or you don't even feel like getting married when you do too much of Hanuman Chalisa. I must tell you this. Also, we have on the 6th to the 10th, the 6th to the 10th is the time period when you might just travel, you might just be communicating with people, siblings, neighbors. Just don't lose cool, your temper also. And on the 11th, it's going to be good for property matters. If at all you have to sort out certain things or legalities, then this is a good day. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. And we have Hariyali Teej. So if you want to worship for marriage, you can. Okay. Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati. So for Taurus natives, this week, moon is going to be in your 4th, 5th, 6th, and moon is going to be in your 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th houses. Third house, it is going to be only for the first half of the 5th, and then moves into your 4th. And there is a parivartana between sun and moon for 2 quarter days. Now, this is something which is going to be giving you some inclination towards travel, learning more, acquiring more knowledge, especially on the 5th. You want to do things, which give you some peace. You want to enjoy your learnings. You want to also meet people who are going to be uplifting you also. So that kind of a feeling, which keeps you going, that is going to be the day. And also there is a short journey which in the morning, and then by evening you're back, and then you are rested. That is in the 4th house moon. So that is from the 7th till the 7th of August, like 5th latter half till the 7th of August. Moon is going to be in your 4th house with Venus and Mercury. So Venus and moon are Digbali here. Let me change this because Mercury has to have a retrograde sign here. Okay. Even if it is showing 6th, but I'm starting from the 5th. So what happens, when moon is and Venus is both are there in the 4th house, they are Digbali here. So it is good for buying vehicles. Maybe, you want to make decisions regarding your property matters. Maybe you're very emotional about your own people, your pets, your children. You're going to be meeting some, people who are your childhood friends. Maybe, you're going to be throwing a party and you're going to be connecting with them. Also, moon is going to be forming a connection with Mercury, which is retrograde, and 2nd and 5th lord is retrograde. That means it is going to be giving you some issues regards to your finances. Maybe you're not able to handle them well. So that is something that you have to figure out how you can work with the experts, take their, help, and then go ahead with it. Also, moon is going to be forming a connection with Venus. So this is going to be making you very emotional about your home environment. You might be just redoing your place. Read between lines what I'm trying to say. Maybe some people say that, my just pipe burst and, I had to replace the pipe. They had to change it. My upholstery, I changed. Some people come up with that, oh, I started to read books, suddenly. So that is something which 4th house energy is. Maybe you connect with your mother. You've not met her from a long time, and moon is transiting your 4th, and you meet your mom. Or you're talking to your mom, long distance call, maybe some kind of a connectivity you're going to be having with your mother-like figure. Then moon moves into your 5th house on the, that is Virgo sign on the 8th to the 10th evening, and then moves into Libra sign. Okay. In the evening, then moves into on the 10th in Libra sign. So 8th to the 10th evening, moon is going to be in your 5th house. Now, 5th house is the house of entertainment. 5th house is creativity. Ketu is there. So you might just get too meticulous about whatever you're doing. You might just get into the depth and the detail and the nitty-gritties, and you might be doing things which actually, you have not done from a long time. It is the 8th from your 10th also. So it might just take you to a research-oriented mindset. Your children might just be getting into that. It could be that you're very suspicious kind in your romance with your partner. You can have that kind of a situation also. You might just not be able to be compatible with that person, you're dating for the next 2 quarter days. There can be some misunderstanding also which can come up. So you have to balance things out. Give it some time. Maybe, you're just back and forth in the relationship, and maybe you meet your ex-partner, and because of that, your current partner suffers, or maybe you're just not interested in the current one and you switch, and then you have to get back to the same partner again. So just handle the situation very sensitively rather than just doing it superficially. Okay. Then moon moves into Libra sign on the 10th evening till the 11th. And that's the time period when moon is going to be trying to Saturn also. So this is the time when you will learn about your, where you stand. What have you learned? What is it that you need to improve on? Certain things that you have to balance out as regards to your relationship, as regards to your funds, as regards to your business relationship, as it is Libra is a sign of relationship. You will have cordiality, now with the people around you. So you will know where to actually, how you can handle these people, around you, your relations. Also, you will learn that, oh, I should abstain from giving some money to others right now. It's not required, or it is not going to come back to me. So you will be very, very careful about all of those situations as well. Also, you have to take care of your health. When moon is in the in the 6th house, generally I have seen people visit the hospital, or they are just looking after themselves. Maybe health requires attention, or maybe you're going to be going in for some health checkups, or you're going to be having some hospital visits also, especially when it is looking at your 12th house. So some relative or friends, you have to just go and look up. Can happen. Okay. Then we have Mercury and Venus at war from 6th to the 8th, not to forget that. So we cannot just give you half information as astrologers. We have to see how the planets are moving in the sky, what are they forming in connectivity, how they are. Mars is looking at your 4th house also, and this Mercury and Venus. So this is going to be giving you a lot of aggression towards your home environment, education. Maybe you're going to be opting for, because Saturn is also looking at your 4th, Mars is also looking at your Mercury. It's a very good time period for the engineers. Some innovative ideas they will get, and they will really do well in their innovations and research. So that breakthroughs they'll be getting. Also in relationship and finances, you'll be handling them well, or maybe you'll be making some investments in real estate, or sale purchase of or trading of something. Businesses will flourish also during this time. So this is something that will give you that breakthrough that you're going to be you're waiting from a long time. Also, this gives you some inclination towards making some good contacts, influential people you want to meet. Rahu is in your 11th house. You have to be careful. Don't be greedy. The contacts should not be on the self-centric basis. Okay, I have an agenda. So not like that. You have to have a good friend, and then maybe, that friend helps you later automatically. So you have to have a good feeling about the whole relationship. You must understand Mercury is going to be with Ketu, Moon is going to be with Ketu, and Rahu is looking at Sun. So it is double the Grahana Yoga. If you talk about the Grahana Yoga, it's a temporary Grahana Yoga. We'll not call it it's a partial Grahana Yoga. And Pitradosham also we say. Okay, so we cannot just confine it or categorize that as the Grahana Yoga. So Grahana Yoga means you're going to be feeling very anxious about your children, about your love, your relationship, your work. So you are going to be experiencing all of that from 8th to the 10th evening. So be careful about that. Otherwise, you're good to go. 5th to the 8th, you have to maybe you will get some money, or you'll be working through your finances also. 9 to the 11th is the time when you have to travel. You can make some decisions as regards to your family, your friends, your siblings. Maybe they will be coming to your rescue also. They'll help you. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Gemini. And that's the reason my readings are extensive and longer, because I do not just say Moon is here, and it's over. No. It has to have connectivity with all the grahas. And one must actually look at all the grahas and do the consolidated reading. That's how the astrological world is going down, because people are giving all wrong information, or just barely baked information, I would say. Okay. Now, Moon is going to be in, I'm not saying that I'm great or I'm doing really well. I have hardly grown in, as per the subscribers. I've hardly grown. Very slow, inching. Okay. But I don't really, care about all of that. Numbers, it's just numbers, and it just gives you ego satisfaction. I've seen numbers gives you ego satisfaction. What about my karma? I want to deliver. I want to give to the community back what I have learned, what my guru has done. My guru has given it back to the community, irrespective of what we are getting. That is the unconditional love that we should shower on the public, and not just money-making machines we should become. Okay. Otherwise, the karma will never leave me or anyone else. Okay. So do the good things. That's it. And ethically. Now, I can go wrong. I'm not saying that my predictions don't fail. My predictions also fail, but it doesn't mean that I will start doing wrong things or unethically, start making money quickly. No. God has been kind. He gives me a lot. He has given me a lot. He will give me a lot. I am abundant. I am happy. We all should be happy, and we should say this. Sorry for taking time. Now, Moon is going to be in your Cancer sign on the 5th first half, and then moves into Leo sign. So second house is getting active. So this is the time when you will be very concerned about your finances. Maybe you're going to be spending a lot and then you regret, oh, why did I, maybe you're showy, you're flashy, you're showing off. At times it so happens, no? That, oh, somebody is visiting me, so I must dress up well, or maybe, I must show off, something like that. See, whenever you dress up, like I always dress up first for myself. If I'm not happy dressing up, I don't look good. It is for me first. I always feel that the soul inside me should be happy. So make yourself happy first, not to show what the others will feel. And of course, I have to, if you will see all the goddesses, they are dressed so well. And we are astrologers. We have to dress well and presentable in front of the camera also, because we are representing our Vedic culture. This is what I have learned from my grandmother, my granny. Her picture is right here. You can see. She's always blessing me. She's always telling me, do this. She's taught me. My mother, my grandmother, my dadi. Okay. So we must actually, not be flamboyant. So especially on the first half of 5th, be careful about your expenditures. Just don't spend if you're spending to show others. Spend on yourself and don't regret it. Then moon moves in the latter half Leo sign and stays there till the 7th of August. Now moon is conjunct Venus and a retrograde Mercury here. So third house energy, Soumya grahas, the soft grahas, or we can say the benefics, they generally don't do well here. Okay. And this is a waxing moon also now. So this is something that you have to be cautious about. See, first of all, you have to be taking care of your finances, your travels, your investments. Maybe you're selling the property and you go wrong in your documentation. There is something amiss. So you have to be careful about all of that. Also, maybe, there is some miscommunication and there is some misunderstanding that comes up between you and your brother or your sister or your siblings, your neighbors, friends. This can lead to a lot of heartache also. So you have to be careful about your communication with the people around you. In and around you, there can be something amiss. So you have to be careful about all these things, when you're communicating. Some short journeys can be there. You're learning more. You might just pick up that book and you start reading, oh, from a long time, I've not read this. Or maybe, when you're cleaning your bookshelf, sometimes what happens, some book comes up, and I do that, I will open it and I will not I will forget to clean my shelf. I will start going through the book. That happens with me most of the times. Whenever I'm cleaning my bookshelf, I don't let anybody touch my bookshelf. I do it myself. So I just, because maybe, something, because all the books are set and, they should not be going haywire. So that is the reason, one must be very careful about what they go through, what they're reading. So you have to, when you're reading something, you have to sit at one place peacefully and then read. Don't do as I do, you're cleaning something, you're doing something else and you start switching to something else. So that's wrong. That can happen when you're having moon in your third house transit. Then 8th to the 10th of evening, moon is going to be in your Virgo sign in your 4th house. And here, Mercury exalts and Ketu is in your Mercury sign, your Lagnesh sign. So Lagnesh and 4th Lord, these two are retrograde and they are at war with each other also. That is Venus and Mercury. So when moon is in your 4th house, it can be, first of all, giving you some troubles in your stomach, in your mental state. Anxiety can be there. There is a presentation to present and you're not well prepared, or there is a video that you have to do, or maybe you have to do a consultation, or maybe you have to travel, you have to teach someone. So all that you have to be careful about. You be prepared beforehand. Okay, I can go haywire. I can go little uneasy. I can go nervous also. So all of that you have to be prepared for. That is why the heads up that yes, you can go through all of these emotions. So don't make hasty decisions, impulsive decisions during this time, especially as regards to your education, as regards to your children, as regards to your selling and purchasing of property or vehicles. Okay. Be calm with your mom. Take her blessings. She will guide you through if you are stuck somewhere. So she will guide you through. Also, moon is going to be lastly in Libra sign. That is on the 10th evening till the 11th. It's going to be in your 5th house. Now, 5th house energy is a very important house. Why? Because it is 8th from the 10th also. This is the house of Purva Punya. Learn something new. Whenever moon transits your 5th house, be more creative. Creative means you have to do something new. It's like creating something new. What is creativity? What is creation? It is the house of creation. It is the house of Purva Punya. So with this, your karma will definitely get better. That is why it is forming a sixth relationship with the 10th house, your house of karma. So it is dependent on the 5th house, no? That is why it is the I would say the most important house. It is about creation. That is why the children, this is the house of children, entertainment, because it requires your mental setup, intelligence. So this is the house of buddhi also. So you have to strike a balance in relationship. Don't be impulsive. When moon transits your 5th house, you can go impulsive. You might just be expecting something from your relationship and something else turns up. So you have to be composed. Don't just expect a lot from your partner. Maybe some ex-partner comes into your life and you leave your present partner. So after 2 quarter days, what will happen? You will come back to the senses and you will say, oh, why did I do this? This is what happens. Also, I've seen many times that this has happened with people who come to me for readings and they say that during this time period, this happened. So you will feel 2 quarter days, you will feel a little uncomfortable. Do write in the comment section if something like that happened. Saturn is also in the trine to this, and Saturn is retrograde in your 9th house. So this is giving you some slowdown. Since Saturn has turned retrograde, I have heard, especially Gemini natives, they're feeling that, things are not moving now. Suddenly things have slowed down. We were about to finish a project and now we are getting hurdles. We were into research and we are not able to get through we are not able to complete the thesis. Sometimes it so happens, no, things are, on the verge of completion, but then you have to restart or redo everything. So that kind of a frustration this Saturn is giving. So because it is the 8th lord also, and it's moving backwards towards the 8th. So it will give you some obstruction, hurdles, delays, frustrations. So just be careful. Things will be prepared, or maybe, just heads up to you that, okay, this can be there. So you are going to be well prepared and you can just, take it easy. Don't get bogged down. Things will get better. Okay. Rahu is already in your 10th house. So you're obsessive about your work. Oh, I have to finish this. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to bring in more clients. I have to get more into this work. You'll submerge yourself and less time to your family will be able to give. So maybe you focus more on your work and it's good. You should be focused. Okay. Jupiter and Mars are in your 12th house as it is, and they are in trine to your 4th also. So it's good for purchasing of property, but be careful about your signing of documents because Mercury is in your 3rd house getting retrograde. So it is something that you have to be cautious about your communication, your investments, and also your travels. Okay. Some investments on gadgets can also happen. So be careful about your laptop, etc. Have a backup plan already ready. Okay. And there's a Hariyali Teej. Worship, if you are single, worship Lord Shiva and Goddess together, Goddess Parvati together. You will be blessed. This is a Shravana month. People who are, having troubles in their marriage, they can also fast on Mondays, and you will see that things have started to get better. That is what the Shravana month is about. It is a very pious and a very strong month. I have seen people doing Rudra Abhishekam and getting cleansed. People don't get time, actually, the priests are so busy performing Rudra Abhishekam, back to back. My priests, who are lined up, they are just so busy right now with all my clients coming to me because every Shravana month we get this done. So, if you want to, of course, you can just reach out. Maybe if there is a slot available, we'll get the Rudra Abhishekam done for you online also. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this week, Moon is going to be transiting your 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th houses. So first half of the 5th, it's going to be in the 1st house and then moves into your 2nd. And till the 7th is going to be in the 7th, in your 2nd house. So for Cancer natives, especially, what happens, Moon plays a very important role because he's your Lagnesh. So what happens, I've seen with Cancer natives, the changes are very frequent and the mood swings are very frequent in their life. So they actually are, if you're especially born under the waning moon, where, it is the Krishna Paksha moon, if you're born in that is, moon is approaching towards sun. So what happens, you people actually feel very uncomfortable or uneasy on very, very small issues also. You're unable to handle them. So when sun and moon are forming a connectivity somehow, you will be feeling very, weak, low on energy, or maybe, somebody will hurt you and you will feel bogged down. That kind of a situation happens. You're doing for others, but people are not reciprocating. Okay. You're looking for that name and fame, but you're not getting. So something is amiss somewhere. Read between lines. Whatever I say cannot be exactly the same, but similar kind of a situation you will be going through. So just write in the comment section what you were going through, then I can maybe acknowledge, yes, this is also similar to the situation I mentioned. So what happens when moon is in the second house? There is an exchange between, whenever any planet is in the Cancer sign and moon transits that house or the ruler of that house. So this becomes a, an exchange, parivartana. So moon and sun are forming an exchange. So moon is in the first house and sun in the second, in a way. So you will be very flamboyant. You might just show off someone that, what wealth you have, what clothes you have, what looks you have. So you're going to be very flashy. You will see, especially Leo natives, I have seen, they're very flashy. Somehow they, even if they don't want to, but they will, they want to show off. They want to be flamboyant. They somehow, maybe there's some insecurity that they have, and then they want to show that they are not lesser than other league. So that is something that, and they can, here when sun and moon are forming a parivartana, you can be very flamboyant about your wealth. You can show off your wealth. Maybe you're just trying to show more than what you have. Something, that feeling of lacking is there. That is why you go through all that. Okay, some insecurity. You have to take care of your partner's health, especially on the fifth letter half till the seventh. Then moon moves into your Virgo sign from 8th to the 10th evening, and Ketu is waiting here. Also moon, Mercury is retrograde. I will share with you my insights on the same also in a bit. Then moon moves into your third house, and Ketu energy is also there. So this is, first of all, detaching you from your siblings, your neighbors, your friends. You're having some uneasiness here and there. You're feeling that, people are not keeping your, the upkeep, is not good. You're not liking this. The basic civic sense is missing. So you're just not able to digest it. So it could be that, you're having some kind of issues to deal with, especially in your neighborhood. And also there is a possibility of meeting some people while traveling who are very spiritually inclined. You learn more from them. So that can also upgrade you, enhance you, or you'll be enlightened. Sometimes what happens, even if it's a small thing that comes from someone's mouth, it becomes your destiny. I have seen me changing because somebody told me something in one point in time, and I actually was a changed person from that time. So some words, some sentences, some phrases actually, they impact you so much. So could be that, you meet someone and they just, change your life, some pattern changes. Okay. Then moon moves into your fourth, that is on the 10th evening till the 11th. Moon is in your fourth house. Now, fourth house energy is like moon is in its own zone. So you're very nurturing, you're very emotional, you're very balanced. You want to meet people who are, maybe you're connected with you from a long, long time, your childhood friends, your family, your neighbors, your friends. You're connecting, you're just being more social as in like it's your home. You invite people to your home. You're not going out, but you're inviting others to your place. So when you are in that close knit, it's not about the socializing, it's about your close knit people you're meeting, mingling with. Also, you are going to be discussing some real estate issues, your matters you're going to be resolving, and you're going to be buying, purchasing property this week. If at all you have to, you should, because Mars and Jupiter are in dignity, which is your 10th lord. Your Yoga Graha is in dignity here. So you can make decisions as regards to marriage, as regards to your finances and your real estate matters. Also, Venus and Mercury is retrograding in your second house. So some decision making will be back and forth because of this Mercury retrograde, communication wise, or maybe, travels, you're planning some journeys, you're not able to, plan, you're just planning, you're not able to travel. Or it could be that you're having some troubles in relationship, health issues, skin related troubles, mouth related, dental related troubles also can happen. So take care. Okay. Could be with you or your partner. Hariyali Teej is there, worship Lord Shiva, worship Lord Goddess Parvati. If you can fast on Mondays, all the more better, or eat sattvic foods, just don't eat anything which is heavy. Have light fruits, etc. Fruit diet, if you can have on Mondays, especially. Shravana month is on. So this will actually help you cleanse your system, also detoxify. And also in relationship, you will find that, things are improving. Or if you're single solo, then fasting would also please Goddess and Lord Shiva. I generally don't fast that way because, until unless, because when I'm celebrating, I don't fast. Ganesh Chaturthi, people fast because, it's a Ganesha's birth. I celebrated. Okay. I celebrated because, some festivals you should not fast, you should celebrate. Some festivals you should fast. So generally, Shravana month, Mondays, people fast every day also, and they eat, break their fast towards the dawn. But I generally dusk, sorry, in the evening. But I generally, if I have to fast, I fast on Mondays. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Leo, the flamboyant Leo. Okay. I just mentioned in Cancer sign that, they're flamboyant. Because, the flamboyancy or showing off is when you lack something, when there is inferiority complex and criticizing others. That is something, if you are born with Rahu Sun combination or a Grahan Yoga, you're born with, especially, your Sun, if is weak. Sun doesn't feel weak with Saturn's energy or with Mars energy. Saturn feels weak only, Sun feels weak only when he's conjunct Rahu, aspected by Rahu, Ketu, especially Rahu. That's a defamation combination also, and Pitrudosham also. That is why, we have to be, we cannot generalize that Leos are like this. No. Some Leos who have Rahu in the Lagna, Rahu conjunct Sun, etc., they are like this, they crave for publicity, fame, name, connection with influential people they want. They use people also. Sorry to say this, this is a fact. I have seen many, Leo sign people who have debilitated Sun, conjunct Moon, conjunct Saturn, conjunct, like they have all the grahas in their third house. So you can imagine how these people will be. They cheat others, then they deceive others. They have an agenda behind whatever they do. So that is something which is with most of the signs, we can say that, because, it is not that there are all sorts of people, all sorts of signs, which are malign also, which are, bad also. So when we talk about Leos, they have a lot of ego. Okay. And when there is an exchange, especially on the first half till the evening, Sun and Moon are going to be in your 12th house. So be careful about your emotions. You have to handle your ego and your emotions. They go hand in hand at times. So you have to handle that with care. If you're traveling, it could be that, you're going to be having the flight delays or something like that. It is going to be giving you some trouble here and there. But otherwise, you will be having some maybe someone you have to look after, somebody is hospitalized and you have to visit there, you have to spend some money there also, you have to help them, they require that help, so you should. Then Moon moves into your first house, and there's a parivartana between Sun and Moon. Now what is why is this parivartana not that important, but yet it is, because see, whenever there is a parivartana, it's said that they switch places. That means Sun, parivartana is exchange. Sun is in Moon sign and Moon is in Sun sign. And whenever any graha is in Cancer sign, Moon will have an exchange, once in a month with that planet. Now, with Sun in Moon sign and Moon in Sun sign, now this will actually balance out things. Your emotions will be balanced out and you will not be too emotional. Now you are going to be very calm. You'll be very composed, especially from the 5th letter half till the 7th of August. You'll be composed. You'll be very, you'll be making some major and important decisions as regards to your children, your finances, your travels. Maybe, you're going to be buying some insurance. It's definitely very, very important to do so because Rahu is transiting your 8th house. There can be that you're struggling with with your business. Maybe you will start with that business now. I know Mercury is retrograde. I know people will say that why she's contradicting. You should not start business, no education, no investments, not much of these areas. But for sure, 2nd and the 11th Lord Mercury is turning retrograde. So you will make, and Ketu is also there in the 2nd house, you will make major decisions as regards to your finances and business or work, your job. You will be having some opening coming through also. But remember, it is a short 3 weeks transit of Mercury turning retrograde. So you have to be careful as to what should be your modus operandi, to handle things rather than, making hasty decisions. Take it easy. Short investments. Do that. Just dwell over it, sleep over it, and then decide. Then Moon is Moon is going to be forming a connection with Mercury and Venus both, and they're going to be at war. Mercury and Venus are going to be at war from 6th to the 8th. Now, this combination, whenever there is this kind of a combination, there is a tug of war between your work and your finances. Okay. You did not get the promotion. Now you don't want to work. For example, you were expecting a promotion and your bosses and seniors, etc., they just said that, sorry, and they said no, but they said yes to another counterpart. So this kind of a situation will bog you down. You will feel so demotivated that I'm putting in so much of effort and I'm not getting paid off. So if at all there is something you are experiencing like this, you must actually seek the help of your co-workers. Seek the help of your if you are an employer, your employees to complete it. And if you are working with your partner, so you should seek help and advice from your partner. Because what happens, you need to vent it out rather than sulking. So you need to speak because Ketu is in your 2nd house. You're not able to speak much. Ketu doesn't allow you to speak much, or you are not in a mood to, or you're in the isolation mode and you're not talking too much. If you are talking too much, suddenly you have felt since November, this is a dosha. You have to calm down. Talking too much, eating too much. You have to keep a constant check because this is a Ketu energy working. So you need to balance things out. Also, you need to meet your guru or some mentor where you can, take the help and advice from. And this will actually guide you through, and this is a breakthrough that you're going to be getting now. I can assure you with this Venus, Mercury, and Moon combination for 2 quarter days, this is going to be a very important time to connect with the people you trust, okay, and acquire knowledge, learn more. Also, there is a possibility of a change of department. Maybe you're going to be overloaded with work. There's a lot of work to finish. So you're getting very jittery also. 8th to 10th, you're going to be feeling quite nervous about whatever, you're going to be speaking about, in a presentation, or there is a speech that you have to deliver. So you're just too nervous, okay? Can be anxious. Also about your money, your finances, you're discussing with people how to park your funds, how to make money out of money. So you're quite anxious during this time also. But things will mellow down, things will get better. And gradually, and if at all you're having any dental treatment done, you should not ignore it. You should go to the right kind of doctor, the dentist, and then you should get it done rather than postponing and procrastinating it. Okay. Lastly, Moon will be from 10th evening to the 11th in your 3rd house. Now, 3rd house Moon here in Libra sign will actually demand from you to balance things out now with in your relationship, in learning, acquiring more knowledge. And of course, while traveling also, you have to balance things out. How? Maybe, you're not giving good time to your family. So you need to balance things. You're traveling, and you're not resting. So or not mixing with your family, or you're not able to, you're pushed to spend more time outside the house. So this might be moving towards, like, this week is taking you to that where you will be relaxed next week and you'll be with your family. So it's just that you should be prepared and you should be following that. Okay, this is going to be getting better. So try to have a good balance, try to connect with your siblings, your friends, your people around you, neighbors, and you will be feeling little better. You will see that things are getting better and better for you. See, Mars is also looking at your 4th house. This is a good time period, any which ways, to purchase and sell property. Okay. And acquire more knowledge. Acquire more knowledge. If you are into financial finances, or you're working for a finance company or something, so this might just be the time that you have to be careful about your financial matters. Okay, deal with them very, very cautiously. For student natives, it's a very positive time period for starting a new education plan, switching from the subjects that you're waiting for. Also, the session is going to begin in the month of September, the upcoming month. So could be that you're traveling overseas, if not this week, definitely next week you will be. Or maybe the last week of August, people travel to different places where they have to start their sessions. Some places the session begins in March or April, I think, or maybe May. But in some parts of the countries, in some parts of the world, it is after the September month. So you're going to be maybe, confused about, oh, did I choose the right kind of a university? So don't worry, things are going to fall in place. Ultimately, it is going to be good because Saturn is in the Kendra, Jupiter and Mars are also in the Kendra, and Venus is also in the Kendra. So when Venus is at war, remember the communication with our relationships will suffer at the workplace. So you have to, with the female counterparts, there will be some confused state of mind. You might just make wrong decisions. Be careful about that. All right. Hariyali teaches there. If at all you will worship Lord Shiva, Goddess Parvati, relationships will get better. Your spousal relationship and your love romantic relationships will get better. And if at all you are solo, you might just find a partner for yourself. So fast on Mondays. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, this week, moon is going to be over your 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th houses. 11th, 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses. Sorry about that. Okay. So when the week starts from 5th, so 5th, first half would be different than as compared to the latter half. So latter half till the 7th, moon is going to be in your 12th. So to start with the 11th house, so this is a day when you are mixing with people, you're going to your place of work, and you're going to be meeting people, you're discussing things, you're just in that mood of unwinding, oh, I don't feel like working. It happens on Mondays, Monday blues. So thankfully, I'm not a full-time worker. I look after my house, my family, I do the chores, and then I cook, and then I go for Vastu visits. So it's a good thing, to balance things out. So I'm a very, very balanced kind of I find myself a very balanced person because I cannot impart what I myself am not following. Preach whatever you follow. Okay. Don't preach unless you follow it yourself. So if I'm giving you a mantra, I'm doing it myself. That is why I'm giving it away to you. Okay. So what you should be doing during this time, if you don't feel like doing the work in the first half, relax. It's okay. Maybe you're not up to it and you just start working in the latter half, because any which ways you will be, because sun will be moving into your 12th, moon will be moving into your 12th, and there's an exchange between sun and moon. So it means that you're going to be very emotional about your work. Suddenly you will feel that, I need to do it. I need to work on the project that I have been given, I've been assigned. You'll be meeting or talking to the overseas people, your connections, investors, delegates. You're going to be arranging for the meetings. So your day, whatever you actually didn't do in the first half, the latter half you'll be completing, and there will be a lot of workload also. So don't let it go down the drain. Rather, you start early and then finish it off early also. Never procrastinate, until unless it is really, really important that, you need to do certain other things. So I would request you not to waste your time. Time is precious. Time is not just money, but time is health. Time is everything. Okay. So maybe, you're going to be visiting in the evening someone who's hospitalized, or maybe you're going to be traveling, you're packing your bags. You're in that isolation mode because you're preparing for a presentation. Mercury is already there. So you're preparing for your investments, maybe, you're discussing your plans with others, and you want to really, get out of that zone of isolation, or losses or something like that. So you're just worried about it. So you're discussing with people. Discuss. That's the key, rather than keeping it to yourself. And the best thing that you can do is book a reading with an astrologer of your choice, who can guide you through as to what you should be doing. Plan everything meticulously. Always, it's actually the job of the astrologer, the karma of the astrologer, to guide you through that. This is not the conducive phase. Wait, don't waste your time right now. Do it after some time. So that is what your energy would be when moon is in the 12th house. Maybe you're yourself in that consultancy zone, you're meeting people, you're consulting, or you're just giving them the guidance, showing them the path. That is also quite likely. You can be a little anxious also, maybe about your finances, about your expenditures. Maybe also, you have to take care of your gadgets, because Mercury is retrograde in your fifth sign of the 12th house. So this is going to be a little precarious time period as regards to your gadgets, as regards to your communication, travels, long distance journeys. So be careful about all of that. Lagnesh is, after all, in the 12th. So your 12th means it's the house of, like, the loss of self, as we say. So when it is retrograding, it is going to be giving you some issues here and there, health issues also. Your uncles, your aunts, someone, is not well in the family also. Then moon moves into Virgo sign from 8th to the 10th of evening, and Ketu is waiting for this moon. Now, moon, whenever is forming a connection with Ketu, you must understand it is worse than moon and Rahu combination. So what happens, Ketu is a very detaching planet. Moon is not. Moon attaches you and Ketu detaches you. So when two opposite energies are coming together, what will happen? There will be a fireball which is bursting, no? So it is not considered to be a good, and it's Ketu is fire and moon is water. And in the sign or ruled by Mercury, which is retrograde. So it can give you some anxiety as regards to your health, or as regards to your finances and relationships also. So you need to either or. It could be either, your health. It could be either or your finances, food, family issues. You've given some money to someone and you did not get it back. So you're feeling quite uneasy because of that also on these 2-quarter days. So be careful. Don't be too emotional and give away your assets or your money, unnecessarily, and then regret later. Why did I give this money to that person? I knew, my gut was saying, don't give. You will never get it back. And that happened. So you will feel a little uncomfortable because of that. So don't brood over the past. It's gone. You cannot do anything about the past. Remember, it is something, even if you will keep on beating around that particular, you just play any kind of instrument, you will never get back the past that has gone. So forget that moment and try to forget. Of course, you don't generally, we actually brood over the past, we sulk. I try not to. Most of the times I come out of it also whenever, oh, why did I do this? Sometimes I also do it. But, it is not that difficult for me because I have attuned myself now. Negative thoughts will come into you, but they just go away because I've created that wall around me that no negativity, no negative thoughts, please. It has to be a habit. It will become your habit. Even if you're thinking something negative, it will change. And do the rubber band remedy. I always tell you, pull it. Whenever there is a negative thought, that thin rubber band, keep it, put it around your wrist. And whenever you are getting any negative thought or anything that you're feeling, any kind of negative emotion, jealousy, possessiveness, suspicion, anything, or, some kind of insecurity, just pull that rubber band and just leave it and just release it. So it will do what? It will hurt you. So this is like a shock therapy for you. So once you do this, you will be out of that thought. So the diversion will be there. Your mind will get diverted to this pain rather than the pain that you're going through in your head. The possessiveness, the jealousy, the suspicion, that they are all pains only, no? The anxiety, insecurity. These are all pains that we go through, mental pains. So when on the mental plane, you're feeling all this, bring it to your physical plane. And when you're doing it yourself, not that you're getting that shock by putting your finger got burnt or, you meet with an accident. No, this is a shock therapy that you're giving yourself to yourself. Don't do it too much, too harsh also. Don't be too harsh on yourself. But for sure, this works like magic. I can assure you. I used to do it myself, I'm telling you, and it changed me forever. Now, I feel that, it is around me all the time. And whenever there is a negative thought or any emotion, it automatically gives me that pain now. It gives me that pain. No, don't do it. Vanita, don't do it. And I'm out of it. So it's easy for everyone. That means God has given us all this. And it is something that I have done myself. I experienced it. That is why I'm sharing it with you, something that I don't do myself. I never impart that. I have negativities also within me. I also do wrong things at times by mistake or maybe knowingly also I've done. But at the same time, I cannot impart the negatives that I have done because I've learned it a hard way. So never, ever hurt the emotions of others. But at the cost of your emotions also, never, ever get suppressed. Never do that. You keep yourself always at the first place, always. If you are having that jealousy also, it is about you keeping yourself on the back seat. Remember, any negative emotion brings you back. So if you are getting jealous also, no, I don't want to feel inferior. I am superior. I am better. I'm the best. Say to yourself and you'll be out of that for sure. Okay, enough of lecture, I guess. So let's move on. So we have Hariyali Teej. Please worship Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati. If you're solo, you will find your partner. If you are already having troubles in your relationship, you will feel better. Your partner is becoming very demanding also. Take care of your health, your partner's health, your emotions also this week. Okay, Mercury is turning retrograde. So make sure your Lagnesh is turning retrograde. Your 10th Lord is turning retrograde. So don't make any hasty decisions. If at all your bosses and seniors or someone at the workplace is asking you to leave this and join another department, do it. Then you will be called back to that previous department again. So don't worry about all of these. Okay, move ahead. Accept it. There's a reversal coming through as well very soon. Jupiter and Mars are in dignity. Don't worry about your luck. The luck is by your side. Divinity is by your side. Take care. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. Virgo natives are going to be very happy today because I've given them a good amount of time. So just give me a moment. Let me have water. Live sessions, as you know. All right. So for Libra natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 10th, 11th, 12th, and first houses. Now, when Moon is in your 10th house, that is going to be on the 5th first half in your 10th and then moves into your 11th house. So when Moon is in the 10th house, it could be that you are going to be very emotionally attached to your work. You reach office on the Monday and then, you see, or maybe you're overwhelmed, there's lots to do. So you have to align your thought process with your work. Okay, one thing at a time. Let me just bifurcate. Sometimes what happens, we know things, but somebody who's reinforcing it, somebody else says so. It is sort of a reinforcement. So what happens? You're already prepared to do it, but then somebody else is also telling you. So you become very, okay, I must follow this. So, that, yes, one thing at a time. But, maybe VL told me. So I think she was right. I should not get overwhelmed by these things, should not get bogged down. Too much of workload is there. So it will get over. You will be able to do it. I know that. So don't get overwhelmed. Don't get carried away by others' situation. That's different. Yours is different. Maybe, you will see that, oh, that person has got not much work to do, but why the boss has given me all the work? That can be there, no? So you need to focus on your life, because it is your karma that you're here to quit, not the other person's karma, no? So do your thing. Do your thing. Once you know that I'm doing my work and I'm going to get something out of it by the end of the day, I will be paid off, then only you will be able to do it and perform at the best of your capacity. So do your thing rather than comparing with others. Please don't do that. Comparison is also a negative emotion, and you will definitely, the toxins will get accumulated in your body because you're just thinking negative and you're attracting negativity. Don't compare. Okay. Jealousy, comparison, competition, and whatnot, insecurities, fear, all these are the emotions that people go through a lot. And generally, my readings involve counseling also, because I have been a counselor also earlier in a school. So students used to come to me a lot, and I used to counsel them, and I used to actually mix astrology also. I started doing that. I blended. So wherever the counselors used to have handicap and stop, then I used to bring the astrologer in. And that is how it helped me, and my readings actually are combine of the two. So you must actually, whenever you're going through an emotion, negative emotion, you must actually, witness it rather than escaping from that situation. So be there. Okay, I'm feeling this. Accept it. Yes, I'm going through this. So when moon is in the 10th house, those emotions will be even more. So you are feeling insecure on which day? When moon is in your 10th house. But it will give you that boost in energy by the end of it, because sun is also there in the emotional sign of Cancer. So you will be connecting with the influential people. There are meetings. You're getting that confidence gradually. You will feel better. And then by the evening, you will feel that, wow, this worked like a magic thing. It was a magic. Everything is fallen in place. And then moon moves into the Gandanta zone and moves into Leo sign and is going to be forming an exchange with sun. So this Gandanta thing is going to get cancelled out, or the knot that is, happening, there is something which is, see, knot is something which actually the smooth sail. Suppose there is a thread, you're sewing, and, there is a knot. So it actually, that knot will not let you move, no? So that kind of a knot, which would have been there if there was no exchange between sun and moon, now that is cancelling out. So this will give you that positive energy. You will have that clarity about what you want to do. You will meet the people around you who are influential, who are going to be guiding you, mentors, gurus, friends, teachers. You'll be connecting with those kinds of people, that community that you like moving around in. So that's happening from the 8th to the 10th of evening. So till the from 5th latter half to the 7th of August. Now you're going to be feeling the, energies towards positive. You're feeling that confidence that you lost. Suddenly you will feel that is coming back to you. And then moon is going to be in your 12th house. And that is happening from the 8th to the 10th of evening. And Ketu is also there. And it is the 12th house energy after all. Ketu is a detaching planet. Ketu does well in the 12th house for that reason, because it's a moksha karaka. And this is the last place where moon is coming to an end of the cycle. So you will be very anxious, or you'll be in that isolation zone now. You don't want to actually mix with people. You don't want to be with people. You just want to be in that, your personal arena. This is your personal cushioned area. Or maybe you're just thinking of things, what you have to do, you're planning how, you're upcoming week is going to be, upcoming month going to be, how your finances are going to be handled, how you can manage your losses and expenditures. So you're in that zone, where you are with people, but you are still thinking of other things. So that could be the lack of focus and confidence also. It can bring you that. But at the same time, you will definitely be feeling a little better with the passage of time, because you know that things are now falling in place. Maybe some gadget, you have to redo, reboot, or maybe, you have to get it updated. So it has taken a lot of time and energy of yours. So you're feeling very uncomfortable because of that also. And then it is done. Please read between lines. Not everything has to match up. You can maybe have a different situation, but related to 12th house. Maybe some outflow of money is there. Hospitalization is there. Somebody is in the hospital you're visiting. That can also be there because it's the 12th house energy is playing out. Or maybe you're very, very nitpicky about your surroundings. Maybe, it's not clean. You're getting it clean. So you're feeling very, finicky about the situation. Then moon moves into your first house, and that's happening on the 10th evening to the 11th. And here, when moon is in Libra sign, you are very emotional about your relationship, about reciprocation of your love, your romance, your emotions. You're going to be feeling very, those mood swings, as we say, back and forth, that kind of a situation can also be there. So you need to balance the situation well. You have to handle the situation well, especially at the workplace, because 10th Lord is going to the 4 places away from itself. So it could bring about some complications at the workplace, or some misunderstanding also can happen. So you need to work on your that particular zone a lot. So maybe, with the emotions comes wrong decision making. You get carried away at times. Or so, for example, somebody at the workplace says, oh, please, Rajesh, do this for me. A female counter comes in and says, can you just do this for me? I have to do other things. Can you help me out with that? Okay, no problem. Bring it on. I'll do it. Why not? Especially, a girl telling this to a boy, definitely a boy will get carried away if he's fond of that girl also at the workplace. So what happens? You got befooled. That girl took advantage of you. Maybe, the girl genuinely required the services, but, it would have been really different, which you have to see yourself. You have to decipher, you have to distinguish with. So don't get carried away. If somebody genuinely needs your help, you will know, your gut will tell you. And you will not get befooled by it, because you're a Libra rising. Okay. Libras are very, very intelligent people. I know them personally. So I know they're very meticulous about their work. They're very, very careful about everything, but people take advantage, undue advantage of them. So you need to be really careful about all that. Okay. It could be a same gender also. I'm not saying just the female counterparts will be doing that. No, it's just that sometimes, boys get carried away by the looks, isn't it? Boys have to tell me that if the girl is, coming up with some issue, the boys are always ready. But if the boy is having some issue, the girls are not ready. Even if it's a good looking guy, they will think about it. Okay, we'll see. So don't get carried away. Okay, just try to balance things out here and help. I'm not saying don't help, but don't get too emotionally and be fooled by others. Okay. Mercury is turning retrograde, so you have to be cautious about your travels. You have to be careful about your relationship with your seniors and bosses also. Maybe, there is a back and forth kind of a thing, and you have some complications here and there in your communication with them. Some books, etc. You have to, you're writing, publishing. So it could be the time that everything is getting delayed and it's stalled. That project that you were in is stalled. And investors, you can have some irritability with, or problems with the community you move around in, or the investors, or the business partner, or your friends. They can maybe give you some issues or troubles here and there. So you have to balance there as well, rather than getting carried away. Okay. Venus and Mercury are going to be at war. Lagnesh is going to be at war with Mercury. So you have to be careful in relationship. Your communication has to be very cautious, and you have to make sure that you do not get carried away by what others are saying, what the others are expecting you to do. Don't get carried away and start doing it, okay? Just give it some time, whatever is going on. For student natives also, I must tell you that this is a good time period, but be careful when you have to pick and choose your subjects, your university. Pick and choose wisely. Take the help of an astrologer, okay? Which direction to go. Sometimes some directions don't suit you, isn't it? So you have to seek the help and advice of an astrologer for that reason. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. And I must tell you, this is the Shravana month. You must fast, you must eat light. And if you worship Lord Shiva and Parvati, Goddess Parvati, you will get what you desire, what you want. If you're solo, you will get a partner. If you are having troubles in relationship, things will get better. Okay. Scorpio. So for Scorpio natives, this week moon is going to be in your 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th houses. Now, to start with, on the 5th, first half, moon is going to be in your 9th house on the 5th. So this is the time when, you will be experiencing some difference of opinion with your father. Father's health is not good, so you could not go to your work. So, you have to take care of your dad. You have to take him to the hospital or something. Or maybe, you're going to be meeting your guru or teacher on this day, and then you go to your workplace. So could be a detour, or could be that you're going to be quite emotional about your dad's health, or you're with your dad. You've met him after a long time, so you're spending time with him. Then latter half of the 5th and 7th till the 7th of August is the time period when you will have some good connections at the workplace with your staff, with your co-workers, your bosses, your seniors. They might just overload you with work, but at the same time, you're going to be very compatible. You're going to be balancing things out, because Venus, Mercury are also there in your 10th house. So there is a support system which is working also. 11th Lord is in the 10th, no? So there will be some friends or friend-like people at the workplace also. So you're going to be actually making some, good appointments, and, doing things which give you some upgradation also. So you're going to be spending more time finishing off the past or the backlog. And then Mercury is retrograde also, not to forget. 8th Lord is retrograde. It's good for you. It's in the 10th house. So there can be some hurdles and obstructions at the workplace you have to go through, whatever project you're doing, or you're traveling and you're having some back and forth, or there is some issue that you have to deal with. Passport, you just missed out on a passport, or you did not get the visa done on time, and you're feeling very irritable, and you have to go catch a flight because you have work. So it could be a little bit of a miss here and there. Overall, by the end of the day, you will feel that yes, things are falling in place, and things are moving towards positivity. Then moon moves into the Virgo sign. Ketu is waiting there on the 8th through the 10th of evening, and moon and Ketu combination is a little anxiety prone combination. So you need to actually calm down, drink lots of water. Do not fight with your friends, especially the community you move around in. They will be helping you also. Don't invest right now, I would suggest, because going ahead with the investments might just give you some issues. And Saturn and Mars and Rahu, as it is, are looking at your first house. So this might just, thankfully, Jupiter is also looking, but still, you have to be very careful about your, when Scorpio sign is afflicted that way, you have to be careful about your health, and take good care of your investments. I would say of your money. I will not say your investments, but your stocks, your shares, whatever you have, just sit tight on it, because the market will suddenly boom or crash. So you need to be careful about that. Even if it is crashing, just park your funds, stay there. If it is market linked, stay there. If it is mutual funds, etc., you have to wait. It is a long-term thing that you make profits. I've lost a lot of money though, because I didn't invest at the right time, and I lost money. So once bitten, twice shy. So I always, if I have to invest, I invest it for a longer duration. Okay. And if you're going in for a job change also, make sure that, when you're doing it during Mercury retrograde, it could be that it is going to be a temporary one. It is not a permanent one, or maybe you will get the permanency after a lot of delays and frustrations. Okay. And then you will get it also. Could be. And then moon is lastly in your 12th house on the 10th evening till the 11th. And this is the time when you will be experiencing some health issues. You might just have complications with your friends, with your investors. Maybe you're looking for investors, you're not finding one, you're traveling and you have some issues to deal with. This is the house of bed pleasures also. That is why it's the moksha house. But Libra sign is there, so you will be more indulgent. There can be that sexually you're agile and you're having hyperactivities happening. Also, it could give you some separation also from your partner, because you're traveling and you're not with your partner. It could be that the expenditures are going up and you're not able to handle them. And it is also the time that you have to take care of someone in the hospital. It could be that you're already in the hospital, or you're going to be clearing the bills. That is the people who are very close relatives. Maybe you are going to be meeting them. So this is the time when you will have some this last of the week is going to be giving you some trouble here and there. So just make sure that you're not getting carried away or bogged down by these energies. Also, things will get better. Okay. Things have to get better. If the wheel of time is up, it's going to be coming down. It is going to be going up also. So maybe, you're having a lot of mood swings during this time. So you have to make sure that, you don't get carried away by what others are doing and others are feeling, about you. And you're just not able to handle the fluctuations. So Jupiter is there, thankfully, in your Kendra. So you will be able to do well in relationships. Don't worry. Okay. Just make sure that you are taking good care of your finances this week. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. I hope the readings you're enjoying and liking, and please do like and share the videos, and maybe towards the end, and enjoy. So for Sagittarius natives, this week moon is going to be in your 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th houses. So when moon is in the 8th house, that is going to be only on the 5th first half. So this could be a little bit of uneasiness that you feel, you Monday blues, you're not feeling up to it. A lot of work is there. You don't feel like going to work. So that will be getting better. You'll be out of it. You'll meet some people and you'll be better by the evening. Says 4-ish, in the evening, India time. So you'll feel better. You start feeling better in and around that time. Okay. And then you have moon transiting through your 9th house, and that's happening from the 5th latter half till the 7th of August. So now here moon and sun are forming an exchange. So this is not considered to be that great, because moon is going to be in the 8th house in exchange and sun is going to be in your 9th, because they switch places. They come back to their own places. So this might be the time that, you're very emotional, highly, highly emotional, and you can make some wrong decisions. So you are supposed to be prepared for this. So don't get carried away by what your mentors are telling you, what your seniors are telling you or asking you to do. Maybe they will tell you to switch the department, let me put you under this person, do this project, and then come back to this department. Don't give in. I would suggest that think reasonably, have a good argument with them. Do not healthy argument, I would say, that, okay, I'm already dealing with this account. Let me finish this. And now please read between lines. It could be that the situation is a little different in your case, but it could be similar to this one also on these lines. So it could be that, you're just able to handle this by the end of it. But surely Mercury is retrograde. I would suggest that don't give in to all this, because it's your 10th Lord going 12 places away. and is retrograde. So it can bring in troubles with the seniors and bosses. So you have to be cautious that you don't, they also need you. Remember, they also need you equally. So you do not have to feel bad about it, or you have to get insecure that I will lose a job or something. So you have to have a healthy argument and have a conversation with them, one-on-one conversation, and you'll be out of it. Father's health can suffer, take care, and travels can be a little cumbersome or back and forth. You are just making the itinerary and then it is not materializing. You're booking the tickets, you're booking the visa, you're taking the visa, you're not getting. Something to do with these things can happen. So it depends on your personal chart. Something to do with this can on these lines. Then moon moves into your 10th house on the 8th till the 10th of evening, and Ketu is waiting there. See, whenever moon and Ketu join in, it's not considered to be that great a combination. It is, number one, a Grahan yoga. Two, it is going to be giving you anxiety at the workplace. There's lots to cope up with and catch up with, and you're not able to. So this might just be giving you too much of anxiety that, oh, I have deadlines to finish and I have to achieve, and how will I do it? So this might just bring about too much of workload also, but you're not interested to do it. Ketu does that. Ketu is not a planet who is happy in the 10th house. So that's the reason, you will feel quite detached, and, you feel, oh, what am I doing here? What is happening in my life? I never wanted to, do all of these things, but still I have to, you will feel all those energies right now with the Ketu energy working in your 10th house. So this is something, you have to deal with. So the more the anxiety, the worse it gets. So you have to keep a constant check. Okay, I'm going to be anxious. Okay, no problem. Let me handle this in a different manner. And you will be able to, isn't it? So when you know from, I wish I knew so many mistakes I have done in my life, I feel when I did not know, okay, if I was guided this way, that this dasha, suppose, you're in a particular dasha, you never expected that dasha to work out this way. So what happens, you feel that I wish I looked at it in a different way. So now that you know that this is coming, so you're prepared, isn't it? So you know that if you put a finger, if the child is aware that if you put your finger in the candle in the fire, the finger will burn. So the mother always tells not to go there, not to go there. So it's like, heads up, no. And unless the child puts it in the fire, he will not know then. So that's the reason, I'm just trying to protect you. Maybe you will forget it, by the 8th, 9th, 10th. But I surely wish that you are prepared for it and you do not make any impulsive decisions during this time. If somebody says that work on this, go to another department, etc. So this might just be an uneasy kind of a situation for you, and you might just be, feeling a little uncomfortable there. Then moon moves lastly into your 11th house on the 10th evening to the 11th. And this is the time when you will be mixing with your friends, family, you're going out for dinner, you're throwing party, you're just enjoying. So don't be overindulgent though, but you're going to be unwinding. Sometimes we do need to unwind, and that is something which is going to be the case for you on the 10th evening. And maybe, you're just at the workplace and you're meeting some delegates and you're entertaining them, you're working, and you're also not just working, but you're, working and work and pleasure maybe together. So this is something which is going to be by the end of the week. And then, Mercury and Venus are going to be at war from the 6th to the 8th. So it's better that you do not make any wrong decisions as regards to your investments and your money matters and your relationships also. Okay, any kind of relationship, not just the spousal one, but any kind of relationship can suffer. So be careful about all of that as well. Okay, be prepared. We are in Shravana month. I always say that, worship Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati. And if you're solo, you will get married. On Mondays, if you fast, it's going to improve your relationship if you're having troubles. So worship Lord Shiva and Parvati. And we do have Hariyali Teej also. It's good for the female counterparts if, you fast or you dress up and do the puja, of Lord Shiva and Parvati. You'll feel better. for sure. Okay. Divine only can help you, if you're stuck in life. Remember, there is no other planet which is over and above the divine. Okay. Mars and Jupiter are in dignity in the 6th house. They're going to be giving you some health relief if you are having some health issues. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. So if I missed out on some aspect of life, please mention it. I will incorporate that as well. So for Capricorn natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th houses this week. 7th house only for few hours, and then moves into on the 5th, and then moves into your 8th. So when Moon is in the 7th house, maybe you're with your partner, you're with your, you're discussing certain matters, important matters on the home front, or maybe you're coming late to the workplace because you had to handle something, or maybe your partner is unwell, you're seeing the doctor and coming to the office. So post afternoon, or we can say evening, Moon is going to be in your 8th house. Now, Moon, Venus, Mercury are in your 8th house. So this will be bringing about a lot of upheavals here and there at the workplace. So you need to be cautious that do not make any hasty decisions as regards to your investments, as regards to your family and friends. Also, maybe, you're traveling, so it could be a little difficult. You are having some relationship which is on the side, and it is concealed, and it comes into limelight. Some relationship, maybe, you have not told your parents that you're going around with someone, and you just come up with it, one find out they see you with some other person, and then, it could be that everything is in the limelight. So Venus and Mercury do that in the Leo sign. It illuminates. Leo is the sign of ruled by Sun, after all. So this might just be bringing about too much of energy, which is giving you some highs and lows, and you're frustrated. Delays are there. You feel that there is some energy depletion happening. So eat right whenever you are having these energies. See, I always tell you to have ghee. Everyone, whosoever is in my vicinity, in my friend circle, I always tell them to have 1 spoon of ghee with the hot water, lukewarm or hot water, whatever it's suitable to you. So you just have it, because, ghee is something which will purify your system. It will cleanse your system, believe you in me. Not the chonk that we do, when we put, too much of oil and we burn it, and it just loses its nutrition. So to add nutrition to your body, you should have raw foods even more. It's because when Venus and Mercury are in the 8th house, you should consume it even more, okay, to take good care of your health. Venus is Sanjeevani. Any which ways that will give you that strength, okay. Then Moon moves into your 9th house, and that's happening on the 8th to the 10th of evening, and Ketu is waiting there, and Moon is going to be there as well. So whenever Moon, your 7th lord is going to be 9, so it brings about duality in relationship. First of all, it also gives you some complications in relationship, in the current relationships, not just spousal one, with overall relationship I'm talking about. Also, there is a possibility that your father is unwell and you're taking him to the hospital, or you are having some kind of heated argument with your father. It could be that you're not having that kind of connectivity with people at this time, at the workplace with your seniors and bosses. You're trying to say something and they are not understanding you, or they're misunderstanding, or there is the promotion which is on hold. So this might just be not the day, the 2 quarter days you have to be careful about. So you do your thing, do your karma, don't expect anything which is like, which you thought that is yours. Maybe, they just backed out last minute. So it might just worry you also. Then Moon moves lastly in your 10th house. And that's happening on the 10th evening to the 11th whole day. Moon is going to be in your Libra sign in your 10th house. So 10th house transit is definitely very positive for you. It is going to give you that clarity about your work also, how you can handle with the so many people, you have been assigned, and how will you handle all that. So you're going to be balancing things out at the workplace. And there can be that you're yourself very busy. You can be very creative. You'll be acknowledged also for what you do. For student natives, this is also a good month. In fact, not just the week, but good month. So enjoy. Okay. This is the time when you should actually accept things the way they are, because Saturn is transiting your second house as well. Okay. Things will materialize. Don't worry, ultimately. So worship Lord Shiva, worship Lord Parvati, as I said in the beginning part of yours. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. Now, 6th house transit, 8th house transit, 12th house transit, 4th house transit is not considered to be good for Moon. So here what is happening, this Moon is going to be feeling quite emotional about the job in hand, about yourself also, about your health, how you can follow that strict diet and fitness. You want to be fit, but you're not able to, because you're mentally suffering, because Saturn is jumping over your head. Not to forget that. One sec. Okay. So you're feeling quite uneasy and detached already, because Saturn is over your first house. Expenditures are not coming down. Too much of expenditures happening. And when Moon, to top it all, is transiting your 6th house, 7th house, 8th house, 9th houses this week. So the whole week seems to be, giving you some trouble or the other. There's slowdom, there is frustration. In relationship, you can have some arguments often. In investments, you can, in stocks you have invested and you lose money. Can be. And you feel very uncomfortable because of that, that why you made this kind of a decision. So you need to work on your investments, and take the help and advice of the right kind of people before getting involved in anything which you don't get carried away, I would say. Okay. It might not be the time that you should do any kind of decision making without taking any help, mentors, gurus, or somebody who's an expert, who's already doing. Some friends, there are some people who actually take the help of the friends who are better than you. They're doing better in life. So there is no harm discussing things with them and doing things, as per what they are doing. Okay. And then Moon moves into your 7th house, and that's happening on the 5th letter half till the 7th of August. So when Moon is in your 7th house, you'll be very emotional about your partner, your relationships, and you will be doing things which actually, you want to wear new clothes, you want to wear jewelry, you want to dress up well, and you want to go out, and you want to enjoy, you want to meet your, people around you, apart from you. So you will be going, and maybe it's your birthday and you're going out to dine. So could be anything. So this is the week when you will be having a lot of connectivity with people. You will have a lot of newness in you also. And this is also the time when you will be meeting a potential partner. Maybe you will. But remember that Mercury is turning retrograde, and Mercury is your 8th lord. So it could be a physical relationship and one night stand or something, and then it's over. So you have to be prepared for that as well. Moon is going to be in your 8th house. Remember, Ketu is transiting there. Ketu Moon combination is not considered. It's a volatile combination. It's anxiety prone combination. So you need to really work on your relationship, on your mental setup, and on your investments also. Maybe you will make some decisions which just backfire. Park your funds because somebody else is doing it and you do it, and then you lose out on it. You feel that, oh, why did I do it? I shouldn't have done that. So that kind of an energy is also quite likely. And maybe you're getting wrong offers also. Maybe you don't want to join a job and you join it, and then you feel that you regret it. So be careful about all of that and eat right, because you're not eating right kind of foods and you're having digestive issues, constipation, etc. happens. All right. Saturn is over your Lagna. That is also one of the major combinations for that. Okay. But then lastly, moon is going to be in your 9th house, and that's happening on the 10th evening till the 11th. So this is the time for travels. This is the time when you're mentally learning, you're mentally traveling also. A lot of thoughts, are running into your head. What should I do? Where should I go? How should I do it? How I can rise? How I can make good, success in life? Exploration. This is the house of exploration. So you will be exploring relationships, how you can make good contact with the influential people, good contacts where I can, use them and grow. So upskill yourself, go to that level, set a bar, and then go to that level. Yes, I can take the help and advice of this person. I'm capable enough to do it. Suppose you are an engineer, so you going to your guru and asking from scratch, teach me. And you are called so-called engineer. How is it possible? You are in your 4th year and you're asking a question of the 1st year. How is it possible? So you need to upskill yourself to meet your guru and ask that question that you really need the answer for. And you're well equipped to understand the subject also. Okay. So that's what. And we have a Shravana month. You can fast on Mondays and you worship Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati for improvement in your relationship if you're solo or if you're in relationship. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is the last one, that is Pisces. I really hats off to Pisces who have so much patience to wait for it. But think about me, how much patience I have that I do all the 12 signs readings. Appreciate your love and affection and appreciation as well. Thank you so much. So for Pisces rising, moon is going to be in your 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th houses. 5th house moon, and then there's the Parivartana also, not to forget, between sun and moon. So on the 5th, in the first half, moon is going to be in your 5th house. So what happens, you can have some confused state of mind at the workplace. You don't know where to go, what to do. So you're just, on that new project, you're not able to do it well. So you're just contemplating how I can take the help of someone and complete it. So there's lots happening in your head. But don't worry, by the end of the day, you're good to go. There's an exchange between sun and moon, and this is going to be making you wiser. You'll be getting better in your health also, in your mindset also. You'll be very strong during this time. Rahu is there in the first house, remember. So, and Rahu is looking at sun, and moon is going to be with Ketu. So it's like a Grahan Yoga, strong Grahan Yoga, Pitru Dosham also we say. So you need to actually worship your Kul Devata. So that, what happens, Kul Devata, you will know only when everybody has a Kul Devata, but we all don't know about it. Some people do know, like I know my Kul Devata. So what happens, it's said that for 43 days, if you're worshipping someone, you don't know, like worshipping anyone, your Kul Devata will appear and will show you the face. Okay, I'm your Kul Devata. So be receptive and be alert. For good 43 days, constantly ask for this only. Who's my Kula Devata? So why I'm taking this concept of Kula Devata here? Because Kula Devata will actually help you come out of the miseries and pains that you're going through. So if you worship, suppose your Kula Devata is Lord Shiva, or maybe, some roop of Lord Shiva. So what will happen? Not actually Lord Shiva, but someone else. So what will happen? You will get that strength from that. Something has to end and new beginnings will happen. So just do it for 43 days. Try it out and you will see that things have started to get better. Kula Devata concept is very, 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 very strong. I've experienced it. So whenever, I see in my temple, when I have a prayer room, on the altar, I make slips, I send letters to him, to my divine. If I want something, I just write it. And that's how I came to know about my Kula Devata also. So I just put it there. Okay, this is my wish and it should get fulfilled. Okay. The first and the foremost wish, why not? I can share it with you. The first and the foremost wish that I ask for every day is in the morning, good health. Good health of me and my family and my audience. Believe in me, not subscribers. I always say my audience because this is my extended family. If you ask genuinely, if you ask for your people you are connected with, everyone whosoever is connected to me and this universe. So I recite Gayatri Mantra. When you do the Gayatri chant, it's for the whole world, for the peace of the world. I know there is lack of peace in the world right now. There are problems. But at the same time, when you worship, this will minimize. One fine day, if we do it collectively, it will minimize. Okay. We all will be at peace. Now, sorry about all this. Then we move on to moon in your 7th house with Ketu. No, moon in your 6th house with the post 5th letter half, moon is going to be in your 6th house. And there's an exchange, as I said. So you will be really, coming out of your miseries and, your pains and body pains. And you're going to be very, very much into fitness. No, now I want to lose weight. Now I want to gain weight if you're on the losing side. So now your body is getting fitter. Okay. But remember, when you start any kind of fitness regime or diet regime, when Mercury is retrograde, it is going to be giving you some slow results. Maybe, you will be doing it and then you stop doing it after some time. So that is something that you have to be prepared for as well. Mercury is going to be giving you some negatives also because it's your 4th and the 7th lord. So real estate matters, relationships, change of place, all these will be little difficult or delayed, or they can be, it will happen, but it will be out of lot of frustration and issues that you have to go through. Okay, so be prepared. Mars is also looking at this Mercury, not to forget that. So Mars is the Karaka or significator for property matters, property, real estate. So Bhumi Putra. So anything where you're thinking of parking your funds in property, etc. So this is the time you should be going in for that. But signing of documents, etc., you should be careful about, because after Mercury turns direct, there can be some issues in that particular property that you purchased. This can be a little problematic one. Okay. Then moon moves into your 7th house and Ketu is waiting there. This is a very anxious kind of a yoga, I would say. Culmination of energies. You will be now feeling, what am I doing here? What is this relationship about? How can I deal with this situation? You feel very anxious when moon and Ketu are together. It is about your finances that you're going to be worried about, how you can be, how you can pull out that money that is, that you have parked somewhere, or you have given it as a hand loan and you're not getting it back. So this can be a little bit of an uneasy kind of a 2-quarter days, that is 8th to the 10th of evening. And after that, moon is going to be in the 8th house, and that is ruled by Venus. So this might be that there are certain revelations in relationships which can come into limelight, and it can also bring in some hidden relationship, hidden truths, which will be also surfaced. Okay. And I think this is a very good month for one and all. Shravana month is on. So you must actually do something, some kind of rituals you should perform, and you should actually worship Lord Shiva and Parvati. A little tired now. So a long video, a consolidated one, but I'm happy about it. Stay blessed, everyone. Om Tat Sat.